Good morning, welcome back. As you can see outside, it is a beautiful Saturday morning, so I've decided to do episode 2 of my Sydney tourist spot. So just quick review of where we're going today. So again, this is the map which I showed you before, and what we're going to be doing is, on my first ride, I live in this area here. I actually cut up through here and went up the coast to this headland up here. But today we're going to go a little bit around this way, up the A3, and then we're going to go around the Ku-ring-gai National Park. So that actually looks like this. So again, we were up here on Palm Beach, and this is Barrenjoey Lighthouse. And we came down through Mona Vale, we came through Warriewood, and we came down this road. But today, what we're going to do is we're going to go along here to Macquarie Park, then pick up the A3, and it takes you through a place called St Ives. UK people will understand what that means. It's not as pretty. All the way through up to Terry Hills, and then we get to Terry Hills up here. What we're going to do is then head out and into the national park, go around here, stop at Akuna Bay, stop at a few other little places, and then eventually head up to here. And this is West Head Lookout, and from here it's quite a beautiful spot. Like I said, this is all national park, and then from here we can look across to Barrenjoey Lighthouse, where we were the other day. So let's get on with it. As you can see, we've just entered St Ives, which is an interesting place. There's not a lot going on here. A lot of South Africans live here. It's nice, and it's a leafy suburb. It's reasonably quiet. This is the main Mona Vale road that cuts through it, the A3. But it's out the way, but it's, like I said, it's quiet. You get reasonable sized houses for the money out here as well, which is the attraction of families. And Australia has dotted around lots and lots of places which are named after places in the UK. So this is, if anyone's watching from overseas, St Ives in England is a very pretty fishing village in Cornwall. And this is definitely not. But it's alright, it is what it is. Been a while since I've been down here. Because of the lockdown, we weren't allowed to go out of our designated area, so I couldn't come down here. So just take it steady. Avoid the cyclists. So we're just about to arrive at Akuna Bay. Very different riding experience compared to my 959. I thought it was actually quite similar, just the bike was a lot smoother, but it's not. It's more sharper into the corners, the pickup's more
I wouldn't put throttle spacers on this thing if you're reasonably new to a big size powerful bike. Anyway, this is a really nice spot. Used to be parks. You had to pay or get a day pass. That was on my bike, but now it's all gone digital. So, but look at that. Like I said, I haven't been riding for 3 months. I went out the other day, so I've just got to get used to the bike, used to riding again. But yeah, you don't want to be too happy on the throttle on this thing, I'll tell you now. I mean, I'm keeping it low revs because I have to run the bike in. So we're following the water down. Oh, they've done fuck all with the roads in the last 3 months, just like that. Alright. So this is a really nice drive out, a really nice tourist thing for people to do, which they might not necessarily know when they come to Sydney. But you do need to hire a car. I mean, I've seen some tour buses bombing around. But yeah, you really do need to get a car and drive out. So you can do Palm Beach and you can do this as well. So this is, like I said before, Akuna Bay, which is basically a marina. They store just lots of boats. I'll pull over and so again, this is Akuna Bay. At the back there's like a huge shed which they hold a load of boats on a rotating system, so you just dial up what boat you want and it drops it in the water for you. And then these ones here in the front are for sale if you want to come down and depart with a shed load of money. And there's marinas all over Sydney, but this is just one of them. This is one of the prettiest. God knows how much it is to store a boat here. But it seems to be quite popular. There's a cafe over there. Get yourself a cup of coffee, or food is okay, it's alright. But it's a nice stop on the way out to West Head Lookout. There's a boat ramp over there, so like I say, those guys over there bringing their jet skis down, or their small boats. But it's quiet enough, it's nice. But the interesting thing with the bike is that you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it now, but the fan is nearly always... Oh, it's just gone off. The fan's nearly always on when you're riding, so you've got to get used to the noise. That noise wasn't around on my 959. But still looking beautiful in the sun. I say it does. First initial reactions were it rode similar to the 959, a bit smoother, but in some ways it's very, very different. But at the moment, in a good way. Like I said, it's a lot more smoother on the smaller gear and the lower speeds. But you can certainly feel it go when it wants to go. So when it's run in, it's like whoo. Well, anyway, this is Akuna Bay. Let's get going. This is the edge. Ow! There goes my nuts. Christ, if they're not fried, they're absolutely squashed on the fucking fuel tank. That was a pothole. Well, I was saying is that's the entrance to the West Head Lookout. So this is a beautiful sweeping road, but as you can see, there's lots and lots of cyclists, lots of traffic. So we've come to the end of the road. This is West Head Lookout. There's a small car park at the end, so we'll just park up and then there's like a 2-minute walk down to the lookout. Very popular spot. Morning. So we made it onto West Head Lookout. It's rather busy. Lots of cyclists, a few bikes. So we'll take a look. Let's go for a walk. So that's Lion Island. And that's the entrance to the Hawkesbury River. And then as you head out towards Pacific, that's the Pacific, they call it the Pacific Highway, which is why it's the main road leading up is named after it. But anyway, that's Lion Island. And as we walk round towards the end of the head, there's Barrenjoey Lighthouse and the other peninsula. And you got the Palm Beach on the other side of the head. Okay, let's go back home. It's hot. I don't know where she's going. It's a one-way system. Oh well. Oh, it's just turning around. So I'm home. That was pretty brutal towards the end. Loads of traffic. Every single traffic light was red. Fuck, I'm sweating like a
pig. It's like 26 degrees outside. And in the traffic, yeah, that bike gets hot, even with levers on. And yeah, I am just soaking wet. But the only other issue that I found is when the bike gets really hot, it tends to, when it's idling or in first gear, it gets really juddery, almost to where it's trying to stall, where like it's almost like a fuel thing. And then just on the last bend before I came home, it actually did cut out on me, and the oil light came on. So I got off the bike, left it for 3 or 4 minutes. The fan went off, restarted the bike, and it was fine. So yeah, the bike gets hot. So what I'll do is I'll take it in. I've done another 100 kilometers, so that's 200 on there now. So when I'll take it, I might take it in early and get them to take a look at it. But yeah, it's a hot bike. But anyway, thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll get on with the next episode.